Hey guys, in this video we are going to be taking a quick look at a new 3-in-1 software bundle program by the name of Itz Fresh Income System by Jason Fulton. So make sure to keep watching until the end of the video, and I'm going to give you a rundown of the sales page and the information with regards to the three programs that are on offer. There are three programs that have actually been for sale previously in the year from big launches, and I'm quickly going to share with you why this product or these products will not be suitable for you if you're really serious about getting started on your online journey and wanting to build a business from scratch. So if you're new here and you really want to figure out the steps to get started on your own online journey, make sure to check out the link below in the description to get started. Right, so we're quickly just going to dive into the sales page, and I'm quickly just going to give you an overview of what the platform features are, and then we'll dive into each of the products just individually. I'm not going to go over them too much into the specifics, as because I actually have covered some of these platforms in previous videos. I'll make sure to drop links to them in the description so that you can get to know more about them and to see why they're not suitable for newbies starting out online. So primarily this is a all-in-one or 3-in-1 package that takes the best kind of platforms from the current year and puts them all together. So you have the likes of Preequell, you have Uprofito, and you have Profitorial. And each of them have actually made quite a lot of money in terms of sales. A lot of people have actually bought these platforms thinking that these products are actually going to help them build an online business, but it hasn't all been plain sailing. So as you go through the sales page, you definitely see your typical affair of the likes of a lot of profit pitches and showing you that you can make money very easily with these platforms. And truth be told, this is an absolute bull, because there's no guarantees that you're literally going to be able to go into any of these platforms as I mentioned here and to be able to set something up and then you can literally start making money within minutes or even days like this. It's impossible. Anyone that's coming into starting an online business, you must actually know and be aware that it's actually going to take time to get started, because nobody's going to know you starting off. So why would anybody want to buy anything from you or just give you money? You need to take time to build up authority, and that takes time. There's no way that you'll be able to guarantee these profits within a couple of days. It's virtually impossible. But again, these sales pages do give you that impression that it is possible to do so, even though it isn't, because they feed into your emotional triggers to make you think that it is possible. It also tries to hit into that emotional trigger to make you want to actually buy, and especially for the price point that it's at, it makes you think that you can get all this for only that one-time price, and thinking that you're going to save money, that you can literally build a business for as little as $19. And honestly, in my personal opinion and experience, because I have fallen victim to this myself in the past, actually not too long ago, and like so this image here, this literally proves the point of these platforms. There's no way that you will actually be able to make these work. This is an example of how you will actually feel if you decide to opt in to buy them. You will literally be banging your head off the keyboard and you will not see any results. If you do, it'll be very minuscule, or you'll be very lucky, but I would find it highly likely that you actually would not see if any results at all. So these are the product creators. They've also created all these other platforms with inside that I mentioned here, and again, as you go through the page, if you bought any of the previous products likes of Profitorial, Preequell, or Uprofito, then you do not need to buy this, because you will already have it, and you'll probably know yourself that the chances of it actually making you any sort of income is slim and none. Yes, the platforms do actually work, but they are not usable with regards to actually making you an honest and genuine income online. So I have actually done previous videos on Profitorial and Preequell, and as you can see here from the amount of comments that I actually have gotten on a lot of these videos, a lot of people have bought into these platforms thinking that it's going to make them a living online and make them money. But most people can't even use the software. The amount of people that actually couldn't even actually get in to log into the software, and when they reached out to try and get a refund or to try and figure out what was going on, they got no support at all, only to be told that it was their problem or that it was their fault as to why they couldn't use the software, which is not professional at all, because anyone that's selling any sort of platform or program needs to have a money back guarantee, or needs to have some sort of support in place to be able to actually help them to use the software, because why else sell it? The problem with a lot of these programs is they're just quick cash grabs. All they are literally is just to kind of just get you to buy, and then they do a runner then with your money. Then the chances of you ever getting it back are slim and none, especially if you paid with a credit card. The only way that you'll have any sort of a chance really to get any sort of money back is if you've paid with the likes of PayPal or so forth. You can put in a dispute or a claim. So it's just something to be aware of. Again, don't take what these numbers here on the screen are to heart, because they're not legitimate, because anybody can make these numbers up and they give you false implications as to what they think or what you think you would actually get if you use the software. But I have never heard of anyone even making any money or even anything like this using the software. So if nobody else has made anything, it's highly unlikely that you're going to make anything. So we're quickly just going to dive into the likes of the dashboards just really quickly of each of the platforms. Again, I'm not going to go too in depth in this because again, I have done previous videos and I will be linking to them in the description so that you can actually check them out for yourself. But the likes of a Profitorial is pretty much a website, blog, kind of news site building platform that allows you to create custom made like sort of news feed sites that takes and scrapes information from the internet and so that you can put it on your websites. Now, as with these platforms, they do work. If you can get logged into them, they do actually work, but the information that it takes from websites, it just scrapes it from anywhere. If you're just looking to just take information from any sort of website, you technically can't do that because you'll be done for copyright infringement, which is not a good thing. If you're going to create a business or create any sort of website, you need to be able to create your own type of content, use your own ideas, not take someone else's. And the thing is as well, with a lot of these websites, it will scrape a lot of content from other articles, news feeds and so forth, and it will just slap it on the likes of the pages, but it's not relevant to your niche. It'd be hard for you to cater it to whatever area that you're trying to get involved in. So that's technically what Profitorial actually does. Uprofito now is kind of a similar product as well. Again, it does allow you to actually build websites, and it actually is done for you content, so you can actually use content that they have already set up within the platform that allows you to auto-generate websites for you using the likes of, you can add in your own custom domains or you can use the subdomains within the app, and they do have options to get traffic and different action elements and so forth that you can utilize. But the traffic sources that ideally that they will actually be giving you essentially will just be to share it to social media websites. It's not going to auto generate the traffic for you. You're still going to have to do some level of work in order to actually get it to work. And Preequell allows you to create done for you funnels and surveys. So this here will actually allow you to actually build out funnels so that if you have like other products and stuff like that you want to promote, or in this case what will happen here is that you'll be intended to re-promote the products that they already have here in using the service as well. So technically the only one that's really going to make money is the vendor themselves. It'd be very highly unlikely that you will actually make money as well. But you can create surveys, you can create done for you funnels. They do have their own bonuses, tutorials. Now just to let you know that all these products here are at least a minimum of 6 months old. So the chances are if they weren't great back then and they didn't work too well, it's highly unlikely that they're going to be any better now. So it really is just something to be aware of. Now I know I may be coming across as negative in this, but I'm just trying to share with you the reality behind the likes of these products is they're not great at all, and I really do hope that you take it under advisement and really think about it to just save your money and just go on to, if you're really desperate to spend money on something, then you need to look for something else, something that's only going to give you more value for your money. So the likes of with the funnel, you have the front end which is $19, so you're getting the 3 platforms pretty much for the standard, which is $19. It is what it is, like for that price, like you're not going to lose out on much of that. Where you're going to lose out though is if you actually decide to buy into the upgrades and OTOs. Like if you buy into these, to be honest, it is at your own caution and your own discretion, but I highly recommend you stay away from this, because this is where you're going to lose your money, seriously. Because the likes of all these OTOs, if the front end platforms aren't that great, but yet you have to buy in and spend crazy amounts of money to upgrade and unlock the extra features, if the front end product is not that great, how do you expect the rest of it to be, in all fairness? And a lot of people have actually gotten caught out with this and opted in and bought the entire funnel, and then when they went to go and get a refund, all they did was crickets. You'd find nothing. Nobody would get back to them. There'd be no support, no issues of refunds. So there's not much else to say. There really isn't much else to say in terms of what this is, just to stay away from it. But I get it. Everybody wants to start a business online. I was in the same position as you not too long ago. I wanted to start my own online business and I was trying to figure out things, and I did make the mistake of opting into these platforms thinking that they were actually going to at least help me get started. Now, I learned the hard way, but the one thing I've learned is by actually doing that, it has made me realise that products like these here aren't sustainable long term. There's no way, yes, you can use the platforms, they do actually work to a certain degree. You can log in and you can do whatever you need to do, but you're not going to really be able to build anything beyond what's in the platform. In order for you to really build a sustainable business, you need to use other avenues. You need a proper web host, and you need to build a proper website, like using WordPress or other website builders likes of Wix or whatever it is that you're looking to do. If you're doing video, YouTube is the best way to go. But in order to really understand how to actually build a business, you do need to actually find quality training and a platform that's actually going to teach you the steps and build the foundation. You're not really going to get that with each of these platforms, as I mentioned here. It's just not going to be feasible for you. So you will end up wasting a ton of money and you will waste a lot of your time, and it'll just give you a lot of headaches. As I mentioned, come back to this image from above. This is literally what you're going to be doing. Yes, you are going to be spending money, and this is the reward you're going to get for spending your money with products like these. Now, for the front end, for what it is, you're not going to lose much, but if you do opt in to buying the likes of the upgrades, it is on you. You do have that choice to say yes or to say no, and I highly recommend that you say no to this because it's not going to get you anywhere. But if you are actually honestly wanting to spend money and you want something that's actually going to actually help you to build a business, but again, there's no shortcuts. It's going to take time to actually build an actual business, a sustainable business and a trustworthy business. You need to find the right training, and if you want to actually build an online business in that way, you can check out the first link in the description below and actually follow along with the actual training program that I've been using to build my business, because it's actually given me the results that I've been looking for, and I'm working and building on it every day, and I'm seeing more and more results all the time. And it is honest, it's genuine, and it will actually teach you the steps of what you actually need to do to take action and just get your online business started, because you won't actually get it with the likes of these programs here. So again, check out the first link in the description to find out more. Also be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell too to be updated whenever I release future content, as I will be doing more reviews on likes of platforms like this here to kind of just teach you the things that you really should focus on online, and likes of things like this that you really should be avoiding. If you're going to spend money, you need to spend it wisely and actually put it into something that's actually going to give you actual results. So again, make sure to check out the link below in the description for the training program that I mentioned, and I will see you all in the next one.